Look at 17, verse 2. Are they not mockers with me? And he's aiming this at his friends. Are they not mockers with me? And doth not my eye continue in their provocation? Now, he's not even talking to them. He's mentioning them as a third party, their provocation. Now, let's flip this thing around a little bit. What if this is the Lord? Were there not mockers around the Lord? He had mockers. And can you imagine them while they're mocking the Lord and smacking him on the face? And who hit you? He is omniscient. He's omnipower. He's the all-seeing eye. You could blindfold him and he knows who's going to do what 10 minutes from now or 100 years from now. Can you imagine provoking him, smack him in the face and provoke him? Who hit you? And he just humbles down and doesn't respond to it. He could have done a lot there, but he doesn't do it. He says, doth not my eye continue? But I think that's strange. Job couldn't honestly say that. His eye is not going to last forever and ever. Matter of fact, he's already saying, well, I'm only a few steps from the grave. But the Lord's eye is going to continue forever. And can you imagine the things that the Lord's eye beholds? So these three friends of Job, it's provoking them. They're just pushing him. They're coming out and they're throwing every kind of accusation at him. And they're trying to provoke him to finally blow a gasket and say something so they can all say, aha, we got you finally. We knew that there had to have been something wrong with you, because if you were like us, that still got all our family together and we go to church every time the doors open and we dress nice and we don't use any of those kind of bad language and we don't drink and we don't smoke and we fall in line with whatever the preacher says and we're very loyal to him and we're in good standing with him. So we're in pretty good shape here. And if you were just like us, God wouldn't be judging you like he's judged you. That may be the furthest thing from the truth, because Job reached the pinnacle of being righteous. And God looked down on him in favor and said, you know what I want to do for my friend Job? I want to give him the experience of coming off that mountain where he's at, which is very high. He was on top of the mountain of all the men of the east. He was already at the top. There was nobody to top him. And the Lord says, I got one better than that. I want to double everything. And on top of that, what Job got after he went through that, I'd like to just be able to sit down with Job and doing that 140 years after his trouble. After about maybe 70 years, after everything is back, and sit down with Job and say, Job, what did you learn from God going through that? Can you imagine him talking? I'm going to tell you something. I kind of spouted off at the mouth and said some things about the Lord. And you know how gracious he was?
Yeah.
He never backhanded me. He never got mad at me. He just carried me on through and he patted me all the way through that thing and he got me through the other side. And can you imagine? Look at this mountain he put me on. And you know what? The understanding I have about him is so much more than it used to be. And I know his compassion. I know who he is. I know him. He's my friend now. I don't fear him like I used to. He's my friend.
I know him.
And I'm telling you, Job got something out of that.